I feel like Bryson DeChambeau is on a generational run of collabs on his channel right now. These guys are going to give out an unexpected sponsors exemption.
I have a few. Grant Horvat, Micah Morris, and Luke Wan.
What is it about it though? Like, why are these food reviews so fun? Everybody's doing it. There's a million food reviews you can watch. There's something different about the way Davies is doing it. We are back here on the one and only Dan's Golf World Show. Everything's one and only. That's how we do it every single time. And we're joined via Zoom and the internet and everything else by Rich out of studio. Rich, it feels unfamiliar, but this is the way we've done it many times in the past. But, you know, we don't have you over on the board. We're going to try and make it work.
It's all right. I feel Josh has got Josh has got it. He's got big shoes to fill, but he'll handle it.
He's got a lot of boards to handle.
He's got a lot of boards to handle.
That is true.
I miss you, Rich.
Well, the Dan's Golf World Show, of course, is brought to you by the one and only Sports Illustrated and on SITV. Find us on Spotify, YouTube, and anywhere else you scroll and click and all that. Guys, I'm not sure if I should be excited about this one. I have mixed emotions, especially since I'm wearing a Ryder Cup QZ today. But big announcement in the news. Tommy Fleetwood is back in the winner's circle once again.
I'm just trying my hardest.
Thank you, Josh.
Let's go.
Nailing it. Guys, here's the thing. Ryder Cup was tough for us all. We're still healing. There's still Band-Aids on the wounds. But I've been a big Tommy Fleetwood guy for quite a long time, and I can't help but be happy for him. Are we happy? Are we okay?
I'm not ecstatic, but I'm happier than if like Rory were to win a tournament.
Tommy does it. At this inaugural tournament, the DP World Tour just made their way down to India, and it was a big event. I mean, we saw Victor Hovland strutting his stuff on the red carpet. These guys were all, dressed up in local attire. I kind of liked it. I was digging the vibe. I don't feel like it's very often that they travel somewhere and then buy, local garb, if you will.
I wonder if that was put on by the DP World Tour.
What, like the event with all the clothes and all the stuff?
Yeah.
Like, like a fitting room?
I'm pretty sure it was. There was DP World Tour branding all over it, so I'd assume.
I love that someone was like, they're like, Victor, you look great. Do a little twirl for us. And he just walks away. Like,
and it's a good meme. It's a good meme when you get the 96.7% accuracy thing.
Yes.
Yeah. And people are redoing it. It's hilarious.
I love me some Victor Hovland.
Oh, yeah.
I love it though. Tommy Fleetwood going into this thing. He did an interview actually after, but he had a conversation with his son leading up to this tournament. And his son was like, Dad, one thing I've never got to do is run out on the green after you've won, and give you the big hug.
I'm just trying my hardest.
Thank you. And Tommy said that he wrote it down, and it was something he was thinking about all week because his family was there and he wanted to have that moment with his son. And apparently that was the motivation he needed. You know what I mean? Maybe he should have wrote that down at the Travelers. I'm not sure. Travelers. He didn't have it written down, so that's fine. But he did it here, and he got to have his big moment. His son ran out there. It was special. Once again, why is Tommy Fleetwood the most likable golfer on the planet? Anybody? What is it?
Maybe because he's just so positive. Have you ever seen him absolutely blow up on course?
No. The most he'll give is
with his golf shots. Yes.
Usually, the worst you'll get out of him is like a oh shucks or something. I don't know.
And it's I feel like it's the underdog mentality. Everybody loves an underdog. He didn't win on the PGA Tour for so long, so everyone's like, let's root for him. Let's root for him. If he starts winning a ton of PGA Tour tournaments, it's. Yeah, it comes and goes.
Well, and then you'll get the new crowd that comes along. It's like, this niceness stuff is so fake.
Yep, exactly.
What do you mean? He was born nice.
Do you think
that'll be me?
Do you think he's more of an innocent soul?
I would like to think so.
That kind of a personality. He's you have friends that are oh yeah, they haven't done nothing crazy in their life. They're just an innocent soul.
I don't peg him for a guy that has a dark side of sorts. I think he's probably nice all the way around all the time. Probably.
Or what if he has the darkest side?
Oh, like what kind? Are we saying an incinerator in his basement, or are we talking more
something like that?
50 Shades of Weird.
Like Tommy Fleetwood is a serial killer.
Wow.
I was thinking leaves his shopping cart in the middle of the parking lot kind of vibe. Does little things like that.
you're like, man, I thought he was such a nice guy. That's mildly inconsiderate, and I didn't expect that.
Talking sternly to a waitress, like that kind of stuff.
Yeah. Arguing over something.
Tommy's he's got the sweetest heart. He's just a nice guy. I love how even keel he is always, right? Like, I mean, you think about the Travelers, like he barely showed any emotion after losing the 5-stroke lead he had.
Yeah. He was like bummed. You know what I mean? Like he wasn't like swearing at the physical golf course like Shane Lowry does, or Terrell Hatton, who just like absolutely takes out full abuse cases on a sand trap. You know what I mean? Like
he wasn't golf clubbing to the tee box markers, you know?
Yeah, tomahawk and hey, speaking of, we got to take a look at Brian Harman getting a little upset. I don't know if you guys have seen this one or not, but we had to pull it up. But Brian Harman has this most ridiculous reaction for a fantastic shot. And I'm just trying to figure out, are these guys so good that I'm perceiving this as a good shot, but for him, it's terrible? Did he not think it was going to go this well? I don't know. We need to kind of weigh in on this Brian Harman moment. Stripes it. I mean, left-handed, but still. Tomahawks it. Just buries the head of the club right in the grass.
And it's on the green.
Like pinned high, maybe 11 feet over? I mean, it's probably not in the gimme circle on indoor, but, either way, it's a fantastic shot.
Yeah. And
dude just drills his club right into the tee box. I mean, to the point where it's still standing. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. If you're that good of a golfer that you're mad over that shot, you shouldn't. I feel like just give him a Hall of Fame ballot. You're never that good.
Yeah. Apparently, Brian Harman's the greatest golfer ever.
No.
Well, or it's like a Scotty Scheffler when he hits the ball and goes, I shanked it, and it's on the green. I'm like, I think we have different definitions of that term there, Scotty Scheffler.
Oh, definitely.
But when I shank it, it's not on the green. Like, I could pure it, and I'm hoping it's on the green.
Maybe he knew the shot was so good, he just wanted to mark his territory on the tee box.
When I shank it, everyone's got a duck, and they're behind me.
Yep.
Do you think Brian Harman was just establishing dominance? Yeah. Like, that's what he was doing? It was a power flex moment?
That's a good shot.
Yeah. Who's next? Follow that.
Yeah. Points at the guy in his group behind him.
Just calling people out. Brian
Walking
Harman.
away, staring the entire time.
Marching down the fairway.
Caddy's got to
still staring back at the person.
Now, in that moment, if you're like, say for him, he's happy after that shot. Like, what do? Like, you're like, I shanked it. And then it ends up being 10 feet of wherever you thought it wasn't going to be. And you're just like, oh, I'm an idiot.
You're like, oh, it's that bad, huh?
Yeah, you gotta feel dumb. Yeah.
Greens and reg.
Like, that's almost like a guaranteed miss putt.
You have to, because you're going in with like terrible emotions. You know what I mean? It's no composure.
Is there any penalties for that? Like destroying a tee box like that?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, because you're also allowed to use natural tees where you actually physically destroy the tee box to make a fluffed tee out of the grass.
Really?
Yeah, that's like a real thing. Before they invented tees, like in the late 1800s.
Does anybody use that?
Yes.
Busted Jack.
There's also this female golfer. I did a video on her a while back. I can't think of her name.
Oh, the older lady.
Yeah. And she does that. Like, she will have her driver in one hand and like a wedge in the other. And she just takes like a firm swing and makes a chunk and then puts her foot there and then just kind of like chunks it into her foot. It's like splashing up on her everywhere. She's getting filthy and makes this nice little mound and then puts her ball on it and hits it.
Wow.
And then when she's done, she just kind of like pats it back down and fixes the divot and everything's good to go.
That's not doing the most at all.
So maybe Brian Harman was working on his tee for the next round. He's just prepping. Wanted to get that nice little chunk going.
Laura Davies.
That's who it is. Laura Davies.
Naturally.
She's a classic. Tommy Fleetwood ranked in an astounding $680,000 for that DP World Tour win. Generally, we're used to watching a lot of PGA Tour golf. We're used to that number being like something with like a millions. 680,000 isn't a bad day. That's generally like eighth, you know what I mean, at like Pebble. But still, good day. I'm sure Tommy, could put a little in savings, pay some bills, pay down some credit cards. I don't know. Hey, it's still a good day. It's not a lot though, right, guys?
You think he'd rather finish second at a PGA event and get paid from that?
Yeah, his money sucks.
Yeah.
Yeah. I made way more at the Travelers.
Actually, that's a good question. Go round table. What do you think? Did Tommy take the 680 and take the first, or second and get $1 million?
Well, like when they count up Tommy's wins, it's always like, I think before it was 7 on the DP World Tour. I think it's 8 now. Is it? I'm not sure. But like whenever you're talking about their stats, it's like you've got this many PGA Tour wins, this many DP World Tour wins. Would you rather have that stat or accolade of the DP World Tour win or make 3 times as much money getting like 3rd at a signature event?
This couldn't be an easier question. I'm taking the money 1,000%.
Yeah.
Every single time.
Yes.
Yeah, screw your Wikipedia page.
Yeah.
PGA Tour, DP World Tour.
Yeah, I mean,
like, which one would you rather win on?
Well, I guess the other stat is like total earnings.
Yeah, exactly.
Versus
Like if you asked him before he won at East Lake, would you trade your 7 DP World Tour wins for 1 PGA win? I think he's taking that.
he's smashing that glass trophy immediately in his
Yes.
driveway.
Yep.
He's letting his kids do it.
It's a nice trophy though. I like it.
It's one of the better ones.
Yeah, it ain't bad.
You guys fan of the glass trophies?
I am.
You are?
I am,
Yeah, I think it looks
especially
cool.
when it looks like Epcot in the middle.
There's definitely some Epcot vibes, which is also a golf ball.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yep.
So that's cool. Is Epcot a golf ball?
I believe so.
Yeah, right.
It is.
Yeah.
It might not be called a golf ball, but it definitely looks
It
like a
is.
golf ball.
Yeah.
Whether they're in denial or not,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
in fact. Okay, for the record, Epcot is a golf ball.
Yes.
Thank you. And
If you got problems with that, it's on you.
this trophy has Epcot in the middle.
Yep. Naturally.
Yeah, we got that.
Speaking of Epcot, I'm kind of excited getting to play the Grand Reserve Golf Club this weekend
Very nice. Where's that at?
down in St. Augustine, Florida. It's just outside of it. So
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
we got a wedding that I'm attending. That's why I'm not in office today. But yeah, looking forward to it. Gonna get out there, play scramble. I think we got like 12 or 13 guys playing.
Are you guys all going to be in one group?
Hopefully.
Just 7.5 hour round, balls
Separate
flying
cards.
everywhere.
So-
oh my God.
Epcot is not a golf ball, but it is an iconic structure. The iconic structure is a large silver spherical building called Spaceship Earth.
That's media bias right there.
Well-
But people nickname it the golf ball.
I mean, here's the thing. Like when Bryson DeChambeau hits a golf ball, it's a spaceship of sorts. So I mean, again, it's still a golf ball.
Little
That's still fine.
saucer.
Rich, you brought the clubs down with you. You're all dialed in. You've been hitting the range. You chipping and putting. Like, what are we doing?
Been hitting the range. Also, spending a lot of time on the boat because we brought the pontoon down here.
Yeah.
So not too much golfing, really. It's been mostly boating.
Well, at least you're getting the tan ready. I mean, coming
Exactly
from it's
right.
cold. It's like 50 degrees out here in Illinois. Like we're not tanning.
That's
you know?
generous.
Oh
too.
my goodness. Went to that last weekend. We went to the West Virginia UCF game. It was the hottest thing I've ever been to in my life. It was just scorching. No shade at all. No anything. Aluminum bleachers. So it was
Ooh.
just like radiating back up at you. It was brutal.
Are you the type of guy you're more comfortable being uncomfortably hot or uncomfortably cold? I'd rather be uncomfortably cold.
Be uncomfortably hot.
Well, it depends on what activities I'm doing, I guess. But I hear what you're saying.
Like
I'm
swimming,
probably
for
gonna-
example. I'll take uncomfortably hot.
Yeah.
You know, that's
How about
exactly
going to a
right.
football game? Would you rather be on metal bleachers that are 1,000 degrees or metal bleachers where you got to put the cardboard underneath because it's so cold?
Oh, I was literally shirt off, like
Oh my god!
that's how, it was that bad.
No,
You have body paint on you? What letter were you?
No. West Virginia. I'm a West Virginia fan. Family. went
Oh,
to
so
West
you were the
Virginia.
L.
So we got destroyed.
Nice. Wait, was there a thing going on at a football game where like one guy started with his shirt off and then like more people joined him with his shirt off and then the whole section filled?
Yes.
And there was
Oklahoma City, right?
Talk about a leader. That is
Yeah.
just leadership skills right there.
I love the ones where there's like 20 or 30 guys, like long ones where they're all have their shirts off and they all have a letter on them.
Oh, yeah.
But the super long ones, not like the
Like a
three,
sentence,
like
yeah.
not like the 5 people that do it at the Bears game.
Yeah.
I mean like they're pulling out sentences.
Yeah, well, Bears being 4 letters, or 5 letters. Yeah.
Here's
5.
something I learned about college football. They serve beer in the stadiums now. I haven't been to a game in forever, and the last one I went to, you couldn't get beer in the stadium. So you're drinking all before it. You go there and you got like a 3-hour like sober fest to go start drinking again. But now you can actually back order in beer in the stadiums. It was great.
Do you think it's to compensate for all this NIL money and stuff, like all this cash flowing through the game? Like we got to make some of this Budweiser money now.
It's state law. I think it's stadium to stadium too.
Ah.
It's not every stadium. Like I know for a fact, University of Kentucky Kroger Field does not. And I don't really understand why. And I'm gonna assume BYU probably doesn't as well. But fair assumption.
BYU, they outlawed it in the entire state.
Yeah.
Rich, how long was your beer snake? How many stacks were you?
Beer snake. So no, they just gave me the aluminum can. So I mean, literally, we could have started chucking on the field. Yeah.
Did you get to the 6th?
I'm sorry.
Did you get to your 6th beer?
Did I get to my 6th? Oh, I don't know.
Before the game started.
Yeah.
If you don't remember, you for surely did.
Yeah,
Before I got out of bed in the morning.
You forgot to do your
I mean, the
6th
sixth
beer review.
there or like.
Well, if you saw, Josh was at a wedding this weekend somewhere, looked very nice outside, and he gave us a beautiful 6th beer review.
Nice.
Because really, if you think about it, it's a brilliant move. We don't want to know how the first one tastes. We want to know how the 6th one tastes.
Right.
Yeah. So next time, if you manage to get up to that many, you'll have to send us your 6th beer review.
So this afternoon, we're going to be expecting that video from you.
Which, no, only 2 more. I'll give you one.
Before the end of the show, he's got a review.
Give me 10 minutes.
Wait, you guys don't understand. So my uncle who went to West Virginia, he put on a tailgate and he just posted on Facebook, any West Virginia fans here, come join the tailgate.
Oh.
So there was just like West Virginia fans. He's like, is my uncle, like calling his name out? They're like, is he here? Is Bill Keeler here right now? And he's like, and so everybody's like, yeah. And so we just had like this huge tailgate at his RV that was going on. So I promise you, I had well more than 6 before I walked into the game.
Very nice.
Respectable.
Right.
Yeah. Well, Uncle Bill, he's the mayor of everything.
Yeah.
Oh, he is.
It
It was hilarious because we had UCF fans coming up because he was the mayor, because it was a tailgate where you could stay overnight. So we all got there Friday night for the Saturday game. And so he was already made friends of everybody that was there tailgating. UCF fans, West Virginia fans, it didn't matter.
Rich had 7 6th beer review videos.
They were just a quiet dialogue to himself.
Yeah.
He's like, yeah, this one's okay.
Wow. What a great time. I don't know. Was that it for India?
Oh, what about the dog?
Oh, yeah. What happened with that?
So, I think I believe it was round 1 or round 4. Okay, so yeah, during round 1 on the 18th green, Shane Lowry is up for a birdie putt, and then this dog
It's just a random
ran
dog.
right up to him and stopped his play, and they had to get the dog out, and it was like, whoa.
Do you think this was like an urban dog or somebody like unleashed it, and it
Urban.
urban?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's a stray dog.
Do you think that there were tons of dogs and one finally got through?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm going to assume. I will say I'm very happy the dog is okay because Terrell Hatton, we know, has
Just
issues
loses
with his
it.
anger at times. So
But maybe that's the cure. Like,
Oh.
if he had like a therapy dog out there with him.
get him a little puppy to walk 18
Yeah.
with. He's carrying it.
I mean, we see people like flying with their dogs that are like completely untrained, but they're called therapy dogs.
You guys-
That's what Terrell Hatton
You guys
needs.
want to hear an interesting stat about the pairings with these guys?
Sure.
So it was Shane Lowry, Tommy Fleetwood, and Luke Donald.
In a group?
Yep.
That's cheating. They've been working together for, far too many weeks in a row to get to be grouped up like that.
I thought we were done talking about LD.
I'm sorry.
Thought we'd move on from LD.
And yet here I wear the QZ just to bring it all
Oh my
back.
God.
The QZ.
Yep.
Did it interfere with play? Did, Shane Lowry have to hold off before he 3-putted? Like,
Yeah, he actually had to hold off because he was like ready to go. He's in his spot, and then the dog just runs up.
I imagine that they're like not very well equipped for these types of situations because you can see the quiet sign guy trying to shoo the dog off. Like they don't have one of those sticks with the hoop on the end.
I'll tell you something. That's one of the hardest things. When I used to work at the scaffold
You
yard.
were a stick hooper?
No, it was like it, but when I was in the scaffold yard, we had a deer running that joint.
Did you catch it?
Do you know how scared I was with a huge piece of plywood just to like hold it there so it would move the other way? I was afraid that thing was going to jump right into me. I'm going to get...
Well, what's funny is like when you look at the animal kingdom as a whole, we look at deer and we're like, they have like no defense system. They're just prey. Like the only thing they've got going for them is they can hear really good and then they just run away really quick. Until it's your job to corner one. You're like, yeah, but those hooves are pretty pointy. Like,
is that a thing where their hooves are like razor sharp?
I mean, I don't know if they're like, honed to a fine edge, but they're definitely like have like a point to them.
Yeah,
I don't know.
growing up, my mom, and my grandma, because my grandparents' backyard was the forest preserve. they're like, hey, don't go by the deer because their feet will just cut you alive because they're razor sharp.
It's less razor sharp, but it's more like blunt force trauma. You know what I mean? Like it'll break skin just due to sheer force. I mean, that thing gets up on its hind legs and starts firing at you. It's not going to go well.
Was it a doe or a buck? Did it have antlers?
No.
Oh, could have been an angry mom.
Would a deer attack you like that? Like a female deer? Would it does attack you, really?
A rabid deer.
Oh, okay. I thought they were pretty scared animals.
If you corner a deer can come at you and just paw the crap out of you, and it does not feel well.
Yeah. Well, Rich, go ahead and tell us about your experience with that.
So you guys are saying it was actually a pet dog that was running out on the course?
No, we were speculating. We were saying, was it more of an urban dog or a someone's personal dog?
I didn't see it, but when I read it, I was just like, wow. Like, well, because there's two things. One, if it's a wild dog, that's crazy. They just have wild dogs running out in the golf course.
Yes.
And then two, if it's a pet dog, who's letting golf course people bring their dog? And then how do you just let your dog run out in the green?
There is no collar. So either A, it slipped through it and got away, and its little tag that says Fluffy with his, home address on it is dangling off a leash, or B, he just ran out from behind a dumpster and ended up on the green during Shane Lowry's putt.
I'm going B for sure.
Because you think, we have like deer on our golf courses because we have a lot of wild deer. If they have a lot of wild dogs, it's not crazy to imagine. I mean, it is a DP World Tour event though, but still.
Could you imagine it's like this whole time they're saying it was a dog, but then turns out it was like a coyote?
Yeah. Kind of looks like one.
We also have alligators depending on what course you're on.
Mm-hmm.
Which you should be dealing with down there.
I'm a little nervous about it.
Yeah.
You won't be dealing with it, but this one's another one, wild turkey.
That happened at the DP World Tour.
I was talking to somebody about alligators and stuff like that, and because there's a lot of lakes and ponds and just little bodies of water that are around everywhere. So I was asking him, like, how often are there alligators around? And just with the straightest face ever, he just goes, "Is that water wet? Well, then there's an alligator in there."
They're just so gross. Ugh.
I
want nothing to do with them.
The people who say that there's alligators or the actual alligators?
Yeah, I want nothing. Because they got like those two eyelids, and you're like, oh, he's looking at me. And then he opens the next set, and you're like, now he's really looking at me. I don't know, whatever that is terrifying.
Anything close to the water, I think you just got to drop a new ball down in the fairway and call it.
Done.
Yeah.
Not even. I'm going to tap my golf club in the water like.
We need you back in studio for 6-7.
Speaking of little ponds and stuff, I'm surprised there hasn't been like a river monsters like in a golf course. Remember the show River Monsters with Jeremy Wade?
No.
You never seen River Monsters?
No, I don't even know.
Wasn't it all fake?
What channel this is on?
I think it was on Discovery. Either that or
Animal Planet.
Are you reading an ad?
No. No.
Are you reading an ad?
Back in the day, that show was amazing. It was like the number one animal show like ever.
What, like a river monster? Is it like, does it have arms and it's like, ugh?
No, we're talking about
or is
like
it like a big
huge
catfish?
I'm talking like monsters, like alligator gar that are like 25 feet, like a stingray that's about 6 feet by 6 feet in rivers, like bull sharks and stuff like that. Yeah. Like he travels the world and he goes to the people and talks about their stories with people dying and all the accidents caused by this creature.
If ever a guy comes out with like one crutch and missing a leg, he's got an incredible story. Yeah. You're going to want to hear the whole thing.
Yeah. And then he goes out and catches it. But then he usually, depending on what kind of species it is, and how much harm it's doing, they either take it out or he releases it back in there.
Do you put it back? Is it like, for another day?
I
think it depends on the species.
Wow.
I love the fact of like, we're a golf podcast and we've talked about 5 minutes of golf.
Tommy Fleetwood, ladies and gentlemen.
I mean, to be fair, it's also late October.
Yeah.
To be fair.
It's come fall. Like I was like, hey, let's do kind of a preview at some of the cool upcoming events. So we don't have a section on that this week. There aren't any.
So TGL is happening December 28th.
Yep. So we're only 8 shows away from that now.
Okay. Start the countdown.
And what sucks is there's no updates on TGL. Usually, like leading up, every week we get like a press release out for TGL, something new or something interesting about something new in there. But yeah, we haven't heard anything about that either.
I'm on a call
In
with
other
the,
news, we have 170 days to the Masters.
Oh, well, I'm kind of looking forward to that. I have a call with the TGL team later on this week, so
Ooh.
I don't know. Who knows? Maybe I'll get some inside info, something to bring back to the show to report.
Please.
Maybe they'll let me hit and shank it in the bleachers.
Dead serious. When I was down there, one of the days they were letting us hit on it. They asked everybody, like, you're pretty good, right? Like, I mean, you can hit it straight enough at least for 70 yards to hit the screen. I'm like, yeah, I'm not worried, should be fine. I don't know. One of the other people they're filming, maybe they didn't ask them, maybe they were overconfident, but they took out an LED panel next to, like there was a dead one that was like flickering like all the wrong colors. They straight up just an absolute missile to the right and took out. And so there was like a team up there with like the suction cup to like pull out one of the panels and like replace it. No way that's cheap.
Did you say you're 7 feet from the screen?
70.
Or you said 70 yards. You said yards. 7 yards or 70?
It's 70 feet. I think
Okay,
it's
that
70
makes
feet
sense.
from the tee box.
It's
to the
definitely
screen.
not 70 yards.
Okay,
No,
that's what I'm
70
saying.
feet.
Because I was
Sorry,
like,
yeah.
7 yards and 70 yards didn't sound
Yeah.
right. So I was like, okay,
Whatever
7
you
feet.
mumbled, no matter what interpretation of that, it doesn't add up.
I think I'll just might have to stick to chipping and putting for TGL for a while.
Even then.
Yeah, you could like hosel rocket one or blade one like Kisner did, hit the flag stick and save your life. Well, not your life, the entire crowd that almost took one to the head.
Your life's completely fine.
Dan, are you sure it's not 70 yards away?
You know what? I'm going to be honest. I have no clue.
That's a really, really long distance away.
That is. It doesn't seem.
I mean, they hit from far.
I mean, 70 yards is 210 feet.
That's fantastic math. I don't think it's correct.
It's 1,000% correct.
7, 14, 21.
Yeah, but had to stand on business.
You question my math.
But there's no way it's that far, right?
Yeah, I wonder, because that is a little odd that 70 yards is just so far. I feel like for that small venue.
It is a like a indoor golf stadium.
Yeah, I don't know.
Rich, I feel like you're searching.
I'm 100% searching. The screen itself is 64 feet wide.
Nice.
Here, I'll say it like this then. What's like your 190 club?
My 190 club?
Yeah.
It's a 6-iron.
Is there any chance you couldn't hit the screen with that?
Oh, no.
Like you'd be short. You'd never be
like
short.
190
right?
yards?
There's no way you'd ever be short.
It's way closer than that.
Then it's definitely not 70 yards.
It's probably 70 feet.
It's definitely 70 feet. That makes sense.
But what does my 190 yards club have to do with the 70 yard?
Because
Yeah,
I'm
that-
saying
that didn't make any sense.
If it's 210 feet, you're not. If your 190 club wouldn't get to you'd never make it to the
That-
screen.
that's
But
in
my
yards.
190 club is yards.
Yards, feet,
I know.
centimeters,
Meters.
inches, whatever. Yeah, man. Whatever Tommy uses is wrong. Whatever we use is
Whatever.
right. Yeah.
How much would it screw you up, though, if you had to play a full round in meters?
Yeah, I mean, it would everything.
It wouldn't mess me up because I don't look at anything anyways.
She's just like, whatever. It's 230. Who cares?
I'm like with my eyes, and I'm like, okay, that's a 6-iron.
God's rangefinder.
Yeah.
It is wild that you talk, like you hear a lot of these old timers, they grew up obviously not playing with rangefinders and all that, and how good these guys are at just perceiving the distance of the flag. I'm like, yeah, it could be 120 or 380. Like, I shoot it.
I look at it almost like I would say like a football field is sometimes like baseball fields, where like
But that's so deceiving. Like when you look at an entire football field, I'm like, that's my 56 degree. Like it looks huge.
Yeah.
That's why I'm thinking it could be 70 yards.
You didn't
Because
find
it's
anything.
not that much.
We'll get to the bottom. On your call, first question.
Yeah,
How
first
far
question.
are we from the screen?
Hey, I know I've been here over
It
40
says-
times.
It says here that they haven't stated an actual footage of it. How
There's
far
got to
away.
be.
What are they trying to
something out
hide?
there. It's not hide. It's not like they move it.
What are they trying to hide?
Just trying to save me some
What are
embarrassment.
they
Thank you,
trying to
TGL.
hide? Probably they thought nobody would care in their right mind about how far away it is.
Yeah, true. Because it doesn't matter to us at all.
No, it doesn't
I guess it
matter
does
at
if you're
all.
playing
Like-
on it, but to us, we don't need to know the distance. Those guys are going to get it there.
Because the reason why I'm thinking about that is like, I mean, because it's hitting far, and they got that whole big, huge gully, and where there's kids go running, and like we just think they're gonna face plant every time. they
Every
hit that
time.
It says
line.
right here, the tee box to the screen distance in TGL depends on the shot. Tee shots for longer distances are hit from back box approximately 35 yards away.
Oh, okay.
Well, that's close to your 70 feet.
All right. Yeah.
All right. Oh, that's interesting though. They hit it from with different clubs. They hit from different distances.
Yeah.
That's actually not really true.
Well, it's
What?
Because they have three. There's 3 boxes right next to it. There's the green, like a tee box. Then there's the rough where it's longer grass, and then there's they also, where they tee from, they also, if they have fairway, they can hit it from there. And then there's the sand trap.
Oh, this is what it is. For shots 71 yards or longer, players hit from the back box, which is approximately 35 yards of the screen. That's where the 70 came from. Then for shots 70 yards or shorter, players hit from the front tee box, which is approximately 20 yards from the screen.
There we go.
There we go.
Hit the applause. Good job. Good job.
yeah, I knew it wasn't 70.
Rich, we needed your applause sound effects there, but it's fine. We're just
sorry.
making do as a show.
Yep.
Surviving. We're in survival
I'm
mode
excited.
here.
I just want to say,
Josh, it doesn't count. You can't just edit the sound effects in afterwards.
You have to at least do a hand motion so you have something to cut to. There we go. Cut that in.
there
edit.
we go. I'm excited for TGL though, because I've said a few times on here, I didn't really watch it last year, so it's gonna be like my first real year of watching it, and I'm excited.
Yeah, you'll like it. It's so entertaining because of the fact it's so tight knit. Like you don't have to worry about a group's over here on this hole.
Yeah.
Everyone's right there.
I'm excited to get the personalities.
And they're coaching too. The coaching, the chatter is so cool.
I was
If you
thinking
get a chance to get a plane down there, a plane ticket and go down, like especially one of the weeks that Dan's there.
Here's that, Rich, on that topic. I was thinking like kind of planning like some production and like who'd be the best to build a team to make the best video. But instead I thought it'd be more fun. What if we played a game one week and the winner gets to go with me to TGL?
Oh,
I'm just saying. Yeah. So instead of like actually thinking strategic and like, the highest output of content, we make a game out of it for the show.
Let's gamble, baby.
Go to TGL.
Awesome.
And we make a vlog acting like we won some huge prize.
Yeah. I get to be in a hotel room with Dan snoring. Yeah. Be great. What about this? Nick Cassidy posts a 58 at Q School. 58. Look at this guy. He looks so dialed with the glasses on. I like this. But let's take a moment and just honor this scorecard. Unbelievable.
Unreal.
Yeah, absolutely. Front 9, all birdies except for a singular par on hole 3. And then on the back, we got another couple 5 birdies, 1 bogey. He was on 57 watch, minus that bogey. Could you imagine?
That was on a par 5 too. Imagine being hot and bogeying on a par 5.
That's crazy.
That's almost as bad as being hot. And on the 18th, you step up to the tee and just duck hook one out into the woods. And then,
Yeah, but he actually hit 58 though.
he did.
For this to happen the next weekend after that too.
That is wild.
By a Q School kid?
I know. And what's crazy is I think he ended up shooting like a 67 and like a 65. Like he didn't win did he win or he tied for the win?
Yeah,
He tied,
so there wasn't like a
win.
playoff. It was like only a certain amount of people from each place for this Q School move on. So they don't do like a playoff. They just give them both the medal.
So can somebody explain what Q School is for people like me that don't know what that is?
Sure. So for the various tours owned by the PGA Tour, there are Q schools to get into that tour. There's a Q school for Corn Ferry Tour. There's a Q school for the Americas Tour, now that it's Canada and Mexico and all joined together. But ultimately what it is, it's like you sign up, anybody can, and there's, I believe, 3 stages, and it just whittles the group down. And at the end of these 3 stages, you earn yourself a card onto that tour. Q and school, I have no idea why that's in the name. It's not like you like go to classes, you got like your, continuing education hours for whatever PGA Tour. But essentially they're all over the world because you can even do it, for DP World Tour. They have it as well. So you'll hear guys that are trying to get status on different tours that they're like, oh, I'm doing Q school in Denmark, to try and get a European card or something like that. But there's also a lot of strategy to it because in the earlier stages, they'll be in different cities. And so like guys will know, man, I don't want to go try down in Florida where all the golfers live. I'm going to go try and do Q school up in Seattle where there might be less spots for moving on then. So there's a lot of strategy play that these guys put together to try and work towards getting themselves some form of a status or even partial status onto the tour. But yeah, it's all about qualifying and moving on and moving on. And it's usually just the last few spots make it to the next round. And then you got to play lights out again against all of the guys who have big golf tour dreams and against you. And to me, it's such a wild thing. There's no money. It costs a ton. It's thousands of dollars to get to, your entry into Q school. And these guys are all self-funding it. You know what I mean? Some of them are like, oh, I've got a hookup for golf balls, but they're not getting that like AT&T money and all for the shot.
So like if you're in Florida, they'll take, maybe 30 people, or if you're playing up in like Seattle, they might only take like the top 1 or 2 or something like that.
No, they might take like the top 4 or 5 in Florida instead of the top, 3 maybe. But that top 5 is going to be a lot more competitive because whatever the 60 in the field are all guys that might have previously had Korn Ferry status and trying to get back on. And because you're down in the pro golf capital.
And this one was huge. There was 19 qualifiers.
19.
Yeah.
For a stage 1.
Yeah. And they all had, the cut was 9 under.
Wow.
Cool.
That's just wild. The cut.
So how many stages is it to get your card?
I believe 3.
I believe it's 3.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure it's 3 stages to get your way through.
And then, again, so like, if you're in the Seattle stage 1, like is Seattle having stage 2 and 3, or then you have to go somewhere else to get your stage 2, 3?
They usually move. It's usually not at the same course, and there's like regions until you finally get down to the final stage. It's all in one place.
You kind of got to think about it like regionals, sectionals, and state. If you look at it for like, because I mean a lot of like especially IHSA. For like individual type sports like golf, bowling, I think track and field does it. All those sports where there's a team aspect, but also your individuals, that's what happens. Like I remember back in high school, like for sectionals for state for bowling, like individually it was like top 7 at this place, but like at another site it was like top 5. So like it was scattered throughout, and same thing with college. Like whatever place was more popular had more more spots to qualify in. Other places that were smaller had less. I kind of like this format though.
I think the name's weird, but I do like it.
I want to ask you guys. So I feel like this is now, because I didn't really know exactly what Q school was either until you just explained that. So thank you. But that's like so much pressure if you're in like that last group and like you're right on the edge of making it out. Do you think that's equal pressure to like a pro golfer at like tied on 18 at a major? Because they haven't felt this kind of pressure before.
I think it's perspective. I mean, I imagine, for example, the pressure on Tommy Fleetwood to get that win out of the way is much higher than it is for, I don't know, Scotty Scheffler, who's doing it very regularly.
Yeah.
But I also feel like the pressure for these guys that are losing money, they're on borrowed time and borrowed money, and I'm almost there. I'm like, I have my chance to break through and get a tour card. I think that pressure is unbelievable. So I think it's like most situations, it's the pressure is according to you.
Right.
And I also would imagine that there are people who are well-funded through Q school and maybe don't have the same pressure standing over that putt on 18 as the dude. I mean, legitimately, I've talked to guys who are doing mini tours and stuff. They said a lot of these guys, they are so broke trying to make it that they'll travel in U-Hauls so they can drive and then sleep in the back with all their gear. Literally sleeping in the back of box trucks to be playing on mini tours and trying to get status and trying to work their way up. So you could imagine you're sleeping in the back of a U-Haul. Your back is just completely sore. You know what I mean? It's just, you've been sweating all night because obviously they don't play much in cold climates. And you're like, this is my chance. Maybe my chance out. Like I could potentially do it. I can't imagine standing over that putt. That to me is as close to like life or death as it gets.
There's no consolation prize. If you bogey on 18 at the PGA Championship, you're still going to come home with your millions.
Like
you're not, if the top 5 are in, you finish 6th here, it's all right, well, better luck next year.
Yeah, like they're so bummed out on their private jet flight home.
Yeah,
they're just like, oh man, just.
Not trying to discount that pressure, but I just feel like this is like a different type of pressure.
Yeah, I feel like especially like you look at like the skill level and all that stuff. Like, I mean, they're probably as good, if not just a little bit less as good as pros.
Yeah.
Like the PGA Tour guys, but at the same time, there's an after. Like after you win a Masters, it's like, okay, I could just do it again. This one is like, oh, I'm getting to the show.
Somebody asked Dustin Johnson, they were asking like, what amount of money, is makes like a putt have pressure on it? What amount? They're like, when you're playing for these big tours, these big purses. And he pointed out a really good point. He goes, it's different if it's like I'm gambling and it's my money. Like that is already my money. I could be losing. But when it's a prize, it's like, well, that's not my money. I would like to have it. I would like to win. I would like this opportunity. And so he was saying the pressure is far greater in terms of dollars when it's your own money on the line versus a prize purse that would be really, really awesome to win, which is a good point.
I get that.
I mean, but so I get everything you're saying, and it's definitely a different pressure for a guy who's traveling around in the back of a truck. But you're talking about you're at the Masters and you're there and you're against Justin Rose and you're hitting this putt and you're going to leave it a little short just so you don't crush it, just so you can go to a playoff. And like that amount of pressure that he had to face is just that. I think that's just next level pressure.
Yeah. Well, I think the thing with that is there's the pressure of the whole world's watching. Like, yes, all eyes, in the words of Bo Burnham, all eyes on me at this moment. Yeah, you're right. It's like, but again, is that the same as the guy who slept in a U-Haul last night that is in the final stage in the final group coming down the stretch on Sunday and is one shot back or standing over the potential winning putt, but it's like a little bit of a long kind of risky putt. And it's like, I'm either going back to the U-Haul. Well, you got to return it either way. It's fine. You got to get your deposit back. Yeah. I don't know. It's wild to compare those two. Or like you said, Rory trying to complete this Grand Slam for over a decade and misses the putt and goes back to a playoff and is standing over a slightly shorter version of the same putt that I don't have confidence in because I just missed basically the same thing. And
then you got to ask yourself, did he miss it on purpose? Not on purpose, but like he knew if he came up a little short, it's okay. He's still going to the playoff. Where if he hits it long, it could just run off that green and then he's done.
Yeah. Like I could either guarantee it's like win or push or really give it a firm putt and it's win or possibly just completely lose.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I think because there's not many scenarios where you're going to be like right there at the end of the Masters. And if you don't win, you're probably not playing competitive golf again.
Yeah.
There's definitely scenarios for these guys where they've been trying for years and years and years. And maybe they get really, really close. They come up short and that's where they have to just call it.
Well, and you look at like a Ben Griffin who was kind of struggling at that mid-tier level and just got to the point. He's like, I'm not making money. It's not happening for me. So I'm going to go sell insurance and just call it quits and be all done.
So at some point you have to make money. You can't just sit here and travel in a U-Haul and make no money forever.
Well, and you hear so many stories of these guys that have sponsors that are just people out of the goodness of their heart. They're like, hey, I'm wildly wealthy and I believe in you and you're a nice person or whatever. You gave me a good, PowerPoint deck and I'm in. I want to support this. But, it's not like, hey, it's been a decade. It's still kind of hovering near mid-pack on the mini tours down in southern Texas.
It's like Cam Young, right? Didn't you have that happen with Manfred?
Yeah, Cam Young, Bryson DeChambeau, same thing.
And it's gonna be me and you when I ask you to fund me for the World Series of Poker next year.
I bet you Scotty had one. I bet you Scotty had one. Right after
Bryson DeChambeau had one. There's that whole story where he was about to leave and he went to one of his neighbors to fund him.
I met the guy.
Good guy.
You met Bryson DeChambeau or the guy that funded him?
Well, technically both in the same day, but yes.
Oh, cool.
So the wealthy businessman that funded Bryson during his amateur career owns the Merido Golf Club down in Texas, just outside Dallas. And that's where a live golf tournament was held. And they did like a pre-tournament press day. That was when I got to film the Salty Balls thing with Bryson. But also the billionaire, I think he's like natural gas magnate of sorts. The guy who owns the golf club. He was there. And Bryson actually told the story like in front of the guy. And that's awesome. It was really cool. He's like, listen, he goes, I don't talk about it a lot. And he never asks me to tell the story, but I just want to say, like, I wouldn't be here without him. Like, thank you. Thank you very much. And just kind of pointed at the guy. And
it's so crazy to think about, like, one of the greatest golfers on this planet was literally one of the guys we were talking about at this point.
Yeah.
Like, knocking on the door of people like, I can't afford to do this anymore. Like, talk about feeling that pressure, you know? And like, that's such a cool story.
And now he's giving away Bentleys on TikTok. I mean, what a wild world.
What a 180.
Yeah.
Imagine all the people that have gone knocking door to door to get money and haven't ran into a billionaire.
Maybe we should go to a different street.
Yeah.
There's not many here.
Go to a wealthy neighborhood intentionally.
Yeah.
On a side note, I mean, was the dude that sponsored him so wealthy? Like, he just like, all right, here, he sponsored him out of the goodness of his heart? Or did he like have a piece of him like you do in poker?
I don't know the long-term implications of it, but I did look the guy up. And his wealth starts with a B.
Ooh.
Yeah.
So he did not care. He's just like, Bryson, go for it.
Yeah.
Now he's got the Brazilian.
But I will say, I was interested in learning about the guy. So, like,
wah, wah, wah. You got to hit that sound effect now.
I was very interested in the guy, so I did look him up. I wish I could remember his name. I met him. He was a very nice guy. We actually talked for a little bit. He's self-made though, and I love it. Like, he didn't come from like, oh, here is my natural gas empire, and now you get to have stuff. He like bought a single oil rig in like Oklahoma and like, yada, yada. He turned into Landman. Before you know it, Billy Bob Thornton's on set. It's a whole thing. Yeah, it's great. Great time. Yeah. And without him, we wouldn't know the infamous salty balls man himself, Mr. Bryson DeChambeau.
Wow.
I know.
Keep it salty.
Keep it salty.
I wonder if he still does that.
Salts his balls?
Yeah.
How do you not?
Yeah.
I mean, once you get that saltiness going.
Can't go back.
Can't go back. Speaking of saltiness, Davis on his food review today, was it the what was lacking salt?
It was the mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese.
Mac and cheese. He said it was like almost like plastic, like a polymer type substance.
Broke my heart. Gave it a 3, I think.
Yeah, I don't know.
Dude, I love this Davis reviews going on. It's so much fun.
We love doing them.
So for all those listeners at this point in time that don't know, if you've been over on the Dan's Golf World Show TikTok, we've been participating in these Big Dog Davis Big Dog. Sorry, sir. He does these cafeteria lunchroom reviews, and we've been guessing his scores and making videos about it. It's a sheer passion project, only because we are wildly obsessed with his content.
Yep.
And we were all playing this guessing game, and we just decided to film it. So, it's rather fun. If you haven't been, head over to the TikTok, check it out.
He's been going big time too. Principal's office and the school sheriff's office.
Yeah.
You also, just to give a little bit more context on Davis, he made his account like 17, 18 days ago, maybe like somewhere around 3 weeks ago. He's at 700,000 followers on TikTok. I believe closing in on 10 million likes.
I mean, if we extrapolate that growth, he will technically surpass Kim Kardashian by Christmas.
Yes.
So, that's good news.
We're coming for you, Kim.
Yeah.
Merry Christmas.
What is it about it though? Like, why are these food reviews so fun? Everybody's doing it. There's a million food reviews you can watch, but there's something different about the way Davis is doing it.
I don't know, man. I don't know if it's just a pure joy out of his. You could just tell like he enjoys food, like just by the way he talks about food. Like I could see him like in the future being some sort of like chef if like the social media doesn't work out for him.
Already did.
Yeah, I know. But
I mean, I think he's just got a good heart. He's just a good, honest kid that's like going through reviewing his food, like, and it's just like, we all remember our school lunches.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we go back to like, oh, this kid's doing a school lunch review. Let's watch it. And then he's got, he's just got a good heart about him. He's like Tommy of the food world.
He's got aura.
He's the Tommy Fleetwood of cafeteria food reviews. You just have to like the guy.
100%.
Yeah. We're so invested at this point. I'd be lying if I didn't say we haven't really kind of dove into understanding his rating system.
Yep.
We might have done a little bit of like number charting to really kind of see trends and things over time.
There may or may not be a video breaking that down Coming soon.
You guys have breakdowns. All right, his square pizza he's been ranking it at this number.
Yeah.
His mac and cheeses are this numbers.
You have no idea the amount of research. we've done.
I'm being very careful to not out how ridiculous we are and how much time we've actually wasted on this, but I don't feel it's a waste at all.
I was about to say, well,
It's really more of an investment, not only into ourselves, but into the craft that Davis has created into this cafeteria food review category, which again, obviously Dave Portnoy owns pizza reviews. I feel like at this point, Davis owns cafeteria food reviews.
absolutely.
The thing I love
100%.
about it too is he's now, at first when he was doing it, he was only solid numbers.
Yeah.
But now he's getting those 0.5s in there. I'm looking for the day when he starts breaking away from the 0.5s and gets, 0.2 or,
6.7?
6.7 or something.
That'll make the game real tricky, by the way. Rich, I do want to touch on this though, real quick. We did look in his overall total, little over 100 total scores he's given. He gave, I believe we're at about 8 fractional numbers at this point, and several of them came within his first 10 reviews. So they kind of come and go.
0.5s?
Yeah, we had some 0.5s within by day 8, we already had several.
So what you said was absolutely wrong.
Yeah,
And next
based on
time,
the
back it
numbers.
up with data. Okay.
Wait a second. Out of the 200, he only did 8.5.
But most of them were early.
Little over 100, and yes, they came early. So all I'm saying is a lot of people were coming at us in the comments for giving some 0.5 reviews, and if you look at the numbers, he was doing a lot of that early. Just saying.
Yep. Rich is just another commenter.
Yeah.
He never uses 0.5s, dummies.
Yeah.
Okay.
I did not say that.
Yeah.
All right.
It
But
was my alt account that said that.
yeah. I also want to say, we love Davis. We support Davis, and we're a Davis first channel here.
Yes.
So watch his videos first, then click on ours.
Yeah.
But don't forget to watch Davis's. We don't want to take
And don't
anything
forget to
away
watch
from Davis.
ours either.
Yeah, no, definitely don't forget to watch ours either.
Yeah, we're a brilliant companion piece, if you will.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Whether you're deep in the trenches like we are with heavy fandom, or if you're just a casual cafeteria review watcher, you can join along and have a great time with us.
And we won't shame you that much for being a casual. It's like,
Yeah, you know what?
Dan,
Honestly,
what's your favorite one that you've watched?
orange
Like,
chicken.
big-
Orange chicken.
Yeah. easily.
Orange chicken.
mine's the tot.
Instantaneously.
Mine's the tot. I mean, it's got to be the tot.
Well, I mean, you want to talk about disaster gate?
Yes.
That was the first time we saw him spit out a food item.
Yeah, spit out a tot.
I also love in that one, he tells his cameraman, he's like, cut. Which he doesn't. He just kind of points the camera down some, and then he spits it out and kind of cleans up the situation and comes back. He's like, okay, record again. And he just puts the camera back up. The whole thing. That's what I love about Davis. He had the opportunity to edit that,
Yep.
regardless of what the cameraman did. And he left it in there for us, for the fans. A real behind the scenes look at what it goes into and what he puts into making these reviews.
I will like to say he needs to get back in that cafeteria.
Yeah.
But I will
That's where the magic is.
I will also say let him do his thing.
Yeah, you know what?
Let
Tell him what to
him-
do, but also don't give him any sort of pointers whatsoever.
Let him
Yeah.
do his thing. Stop being in the background trying to do some weird stuff. Because there was one video, remember, he had to edit that stuff in the background.
Yeah, it was taken down by TikTok because some people were doing some lewd gestures in the background.
Especially probably me and JR as well. Both kids from high school that were in high school and was making videos like he was, and everyone wanted to, make fun of you and whatnot. Leave him alone. Let him do his thing.
Let him do his thing.
And get him back in the cafeteria because we like the chaos and the ambiance of
Yeah.
that cafeteria.
I mean, there's magic there.
And if you
Yeah.
do
be
that,
honest.
if you do that lewd gesture again, we're coming for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There was also a video that was pretty unfortunate where somebody was calling him names. I don't know, something, making fun of him in some way. I don't know. Man, the comments, people are like, show him, turn the camera, show who said it. Yeah, come on, we got you, big dog. Just show us one time who said that.
Doxing would be instantaneous.
But I love it. You know what? He let it slide, stayed focused.
That's part of
gave us
why we love him.
gave us a solid review. That, you know what, Rich, you're exactly right. That is so much of why we love him, because he's just in here to stay true to the craft. And man, gotta
What's
respect it.
I watched the ones you guys did today where he was eating that mac and cheese, and when he said it just tastes like plastic,
Oh, the letdown.
rolling.
The letdown.
Yeah.
That's a tough thing. It's like you got to throw a number out somewhat early, but there's a lot of telltale signs that come right before he gives his number.
Yep.
But you got to be in early enough, because if you don't throw that number out and he throws his out, you've missed the round.
Fair.
But sometimes in those first moments, you don't have a full read. And, you get the little sideways head turn, that number's dropping. And then he gives a little, you're like, oh God, I don't know if we're breaking
with the three
6.
of you going, do you guys have the scores of like how many times you've hit it on, how many times like the average point you've been off and stuff like that?
No, this isn't about us. We have zero data on how well we've done, but we have done some very thorough studying of his.
I think you guys need to add that in there. Like
an overall scoreboard.
Yeah.
I love how not just how wholesome he is, but how like positive the internet is around him.
Yes.
Because obviously the internet is Slim Jim.
We've never had so many positive comments.
Yeah, on our videos, the internet's such a negative like cesspool of a place.
Yeah.
Especially
it made Max Homa quit.
Yeah, exactly. And to see everybody, gathered around this kid and being so positive in the comments, for like a 14-year-old in high school, and high school's tough sometimes.
High school's tough.
The ups and downs.
Well, here's what I'll say. I was a rather husky child growing up. I do also know when you are a husky child during that era, it can be tough.
Exactly.
Kids are cruel. You get in the, are you in the cool crowd? Are you out? And I love that he found his space across the entire internet to become the cool kid, regardless of what these kids are doing in the background and saying off camera, all this stuff.
Like, imagine if you were 14 and you were getting 20,000 people a day telling you how great you are.
Oh, dude,
what that would
take
do?
3.
Yeah, come on.
One, come on.
Come on.
One a week, other than my
One
mom.
not from mom. Yeah.
Yeah. I wonder if she comments on the stuff.
Think she's in the comments?
I wonder.
We don't know much about his family or parents at all. We know Clay, but I don't want to get.
Well, here's the thing: we don't want to know.
Yeah.
We're not what that. That's not what this game's about.
100%.
You know what I mean? Let kid be a kid. Go do your thing. Go do your homework.
We'd love to
Whatever
have
you
him
got.
on the show, though.
We would absolutely welcome him on the show. Fly him up. I'm not saying like first class because I don't know if we have the budget, but we definitely do like economy plus.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Get him a little extra leg room.
Comfort.
Yeah. Totally.
Rich, we suggested that we have him do the Taste of the Masters.
How great!
Oh,
would
that would be awesome.
Come on.
That would be unbelievable.
That would be so good.
Here's the problem though, like if he's like a little more honest than we try to be, because we want to be like nice to the masters and like stay in the good club.
And
like,
we can't try to move his ratings. We can't be like, hey, come on, this is the
they're too
Masters.
pure.
Yes.
I mean, we even saw when he's rating in front of the principal, he
Right.
stays true.
Yeah, he would walk out if we had him.
Yeah. Again, that's why we love the one and only Davis Big Dog.
Yeah. What a guy.
You think we're gonna get another post today?
I mean, come on.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
weekday.
come on.
Does it end in Y?
Here's the question: is he back in the cafeteria?
Gotta be.
It's got to be.
He's got to
Gotta
be.
Yeah, he's got to be.
He's coming home again.
Let's bring him back home.
Yeah.
Talk about being on a generational tear. The good gang
Yeah.
is making some more moves in golf. What are these guys up to? In the same week, we get streetwear
Oh,
and
jeez.
the announcement of their people say they bought a PGA Tour event. I don't think that's the right term. They maybe acquired the naming rights, the sponsorship naming rights. Do you you don't own?
Well, even if they did, good for them.
Well, good for them. Yeah. I'm just saying. I don't think that,
I don't think that works like that, though.
yeah, me either.
Killer
Either way,
logo. Killer logo.
coming next fall, we're gonna have the Good Championship, and it's not just gonna be on YouTube this time.
Yep.
They're gonna be on Big Time Network Golf Channel.
That's fantastic.
I don't know if FedEx Cup Fall hits prime time.
No, hopefully that's still on YouTube TV by the time this comes around.
Yeah. But how wild is that? I mean, you got a couple of kids doing trick shots in their backyards, bouncing balls on the wedge, doing the whole thing, to now having a clothing line that's sold in all major golf stores. They're in pro shops. Rich is wearing good right now. Honestly, Rich was probably one of their founding followers. Been on the ride the whole time. And now they got themselves a PGA Tour event. I mean, what else could you compare this growth to? Is there anything?
Davis Big Dog.
Davis.
Other than Davis. I mean,
Davis is bigger.
Davis is on the early ride. Like, we don't see his merch line in Kohl's yet. You know what I mean? Yet.
Bobby Riz. That's another one.
Again, where are his products in stores? To me, if anything, it's more like Ryan's World or something like that. I don't know.
Yeah. Almost like a JoJo Siwa type thing where there's merchandise in Walmart.
Like a Dude Perfect, maybe? Is that?
Dude,
Ooh.
I don't think
Dude Perfect's too big.
I think I know their toys are in their games and toys. That's in stores, but I don't know if their clothes are.
Mr. Beast?
No, but they have a product line that's purchasable at like a major retailer.
Yeah.
Like you can get like a Dude Perfect Frisbee.
Yeah.
Mr. Beast, yeah.
Yeah.
This came at Dick's Sporting Goods.
Oh, wow.
See? Big time. That's what I'm trying to tell you guys.
Mm-hmm.
They had like a whole like circular kiosk last time I was in there.
Yeah, you can get really nice crew necks.
Oh, yeah.
So here's a question for you guys: with them taking on the sponsorship role for an event, I think it's really cool. I love that golf brands and YouTube golf is growing and doing all that. But what do you think their angle is? Are they just going for brand exposure, so now they can sell more merch and more clothing, or or are they looking to try and get into the golf where they can like maybe have a featured player that'll come and play or something? Or
well, I think you bring up a really good point because we were kind of speculating on this yesterday. But as we know, obviously do you qualify for the tournament? Did you show up and Monday qualify in, or did you get a sponsor's exemption? And we know the big sponsors of events get to hand out exemptions. Maybe that's what they're buying. A couple tour spots. So they can put
Wesley Bryan.
Brad Delkey in there or something like that. Just hammer him into the event. Here's a question. Do you guys think come next fall, November 2026, these guys are going to give out an unexpected sponsors exemption to, I don't know, not just a tour player who missed the cut?
I have a few.
What do you got?
Grant Horvat.
Whoa.
Micah Morris.
Maybe that'll finally fix things up.
Micah Morris and Luke Wan.
It'd be wild.
Just all the guys that left Guga. Just get them all invited.
Just get them all back. Like, hey, how cool are we now?
What about the dude that did the DP duels event or something like that got kicked off?
We talking Wesley Bryan?
Yes.
He did the Live Duels event, the whole thing, and I hopefully they spice it up.
I could see them wanting to not, though, just because it's already, I feel like there's been like unnecessary backlash from this, which I think is dumb. I like the good guys, but I mean, this and then obviously the crew neck backlash. I don't think they're going to want to be like, oh, look at these guys just trying to get all their buddies in. They probably want to fit in more with like a regular tour schedule, I think.
Keep in mind, it's FedEx Cup fall.
Yeah.
Like, what are we going to be looking forward to for the next few weeks for the fall?
Nothing.
Good event.
Next year we got the good event. So it's something to look forward to in that fall.
You know what? You bring up a fantastic point. I will watch this.
Yeah.
And which to me is very interesting because I can't think of another sponsor of a major golf tournament that I tuned in because they're sponsoring it.
And who knows? They could be on commentary the whole time too. Like the booth. Like
get them out there on course with Smiley Kaufman.
You only go to the Farmers Insurance because you're a huge Farmers Insurance guy. Yeah.
Wait, I can't miss this.
So I got Travelers Insurance. I ain't going to Farmers.
Yeah. Travelers.
This is really interesting though. Like to think that the sponsor of the tournament will drive more eyeballs. Does that exist anywhere? Like that because somebody's name is on the field or something like that, they're like, no, I'm going to watch this thing now all of a sudden.
What about the waste management?
Yeah, no, I don't think I tune in because Garbage has their name on it. And if they change the name to like the Aquafina management, I would still tune in just as much or just as little. Like I don't think that name made people go, man, we really should see what's going on here with the Garbage Golf Open.
The Garbage Golf Open.
Yes.
Garbage.
I don't know.
On a side note, we got Depot 15 just blasting away the likes on the live.
Oh, thanks for smashing away the likes on the live. Yeah. Now, Rich, you were asking the question of like, what's their angle here?
Yeah.
To me, like what is FedEx's angle for sponsoring the FedEx Cup? Well, it's probably mainly just because they have such a monstrosity of a marketing budget and people who golf tend to do commerce, and it makes sense of trying to get some of these people to use our business. It's wild to think that Good is of the size where they have this marketing budget. They're like, well, we need to do bigger things. Like, we're not going to give out flyers, you know what I mean? Or hand out like coupon codes. We got to do something bigger. We got to get our name way out there that they've reached the level of sponsoring not just golf tournaments, because they've been doing that. They've had like, the good, this and that meetup open for whatever, that they're sponsoring a tournament of the greatest golfers on the planet. Well, at least, okay. Are the greatest golfers on the planet going to show up to the FedEx Cup Fall event? No, probably.
Joel Dahman doesn't get an automatic bid in here, he's going to probably get a sponsorship exemption because he's with Good.
Oh, maybe that's what they do. They bring in like
all their pros.
isn't also Michael Block? Isn't he a good?
Do you know who also is good? I believe is that lefty that was in jail from Australia.
Yeah,
Ryan Peake.
Yeah, I think he's a good guy.
He's definitely wearing good at the British Open.
Yes.
But I couldn't
British
find
Open.
anything where it was official. So maybe they're just like shooting us some merch. I don't know.
Or he just likes it,
Yeah.
just like the rest of us.
Well, he was heading up the Dicks with Rich.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hitting the circular turnstile. Good for them. Well, and last year they also bought a stake in LAGC for the TGL team. I mean, these guys are, they're getting pretty big time.
Well,
I do
never
like
see
that
him
they're
in
branching
live.
out too. They're, it's all golf related stuff, but taking a little bit of TGL, especially on the early end. What other clothing brand is taking over a golf sponsorship like that? I mean, that's pretty
Breezy.
cool.
Of course, they're doing wonderful, but we don't have the PGA Tour's Breezy Championship.
No, but they sell their merch at live events.
Oh. All right. Listen, I'm not knocking anybody. I got nothing for sale. Like, you know what I mean?
We need a FedEx Cup fall. Why is that hard to say?
It's hard to watch. It's hard to say. It's,
Oh man,
it's the whole thing.
Not the good event though.
No. I get it. It's must watch TV.
Yeah.
Josh, you got to get the horn ready because we just got a new follower, Unruly Followed.
Thank you.
Hey.
We also take a look at the timeline of good. To think that here in 2025, they are on quite possibly a part of the biggest stage of golf, when in fact the company was founded in 2020. That is some trajectory right there. I mean, from, Garrett Clark dating some of the internet's most well-known celebrities, if you will, in terms of swipeable content, to just 5 years. 5 years. To do this in 5 years. 2023 PGA Tour returns to Austin, yada, yada. I thought this was the timeline of their from then till now. What do we got here,
No,
Josh?
this is their timeline involved with PGA Tour.
All right, run us through it, because I think these were your notes here. I didn't pre-read any of this. I was watching Davis.
In 2023, PGA Tour's return to Austin is noted, eventually linked to the new tournament site. So Austin's where Good's out of, Austin, Texas.
Naturally.
Sets geographic context. The tour's interest in Austin aligns with future Good event. So yeah, aligns together. And then October 19th to 20th, so this past couple days, and yesterday, PGA Tour and Good announced a multi-year partnership. Good becomes the title sponsor of a brand new PGA Tour Fall Series to debut November 2026 at Omni Barton Creek Resort and Spa in Austin, Texas.
I want to hit that spot.
Yeah, so I heard when I was watching their video, I didn't write it down, but I believe it's at least 3 years.
Yeah, I think so. I think this is like a 3-year partnership agreement. I wonder what that costs.
A lot.
Well, who pays for it? Does PGA Tour or Good?
Well, I think Good it has to pay the bill for the sponsorship fee.
Yeah.
For those naming rights.
So here's the question. Do you think PGA gave Good a discount because PGA is going to get more eyeballs from Good?
I mean, I'm sure there's some negotiations going on. You know what I mean?
Right? Like obviously FedEx pays the most. They've got the FedEx Cup. They're branded all over on multiple events and all that kind of stuff, right? So they've got to be the biggest sponsor, if you will, of PGA. So, but then you got like Travelers, which Travelers is a great event, but you got to think that that singular event, Travelers not bringing eyeballs like Good bring in. Travelers, and So then is Good plus because it's a fall event? Are they getting a discount because it's a fall event? You
get a bulk rate, you know what I mean? Like kind of like the Costco pricing. You're doing 3 years.
3 booms.
But you got to assume it's always 3 years. I mean, nobody's signing a deal without it being multi-year.
Well, I don't know. Listen, all we're doing is speculating like we always do because we don't know how anything works.
Now,
Right.
I initially thought that they had done stuff previously with the PGA Tour, but then I did realize that it was probably NBC, because you know how like for the Phoenix Open and a couple other things, and then their good events are on Peacock and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I forgot that it's not PGA Tour. That was more like an NBC thing, I think. So that's why when I initially had all those notes, I thought there was going to be more, but I just kept it there.
That's fair.
Yeah,
it's fine.
Wait a second. I got a question for you.
Go on.
With these new, with Good being doing that and all these online brands that are growing, are we going to see the Bryson DeChambeau PGA event?
Oh, could you imagine?
What was that tweet you saw, JR? What it was like the Bob the Sports Open presented by Grant Horvat?
Yeah. Could you imagine?
Yeah. When Fat Perez nails a putt on 18 to win the Bob the Sports Open presented by Grant Horvat.
I mean, that's it. Like, once the checkbook's big enough, it's like, yeah, it would be funny to call that us. Like, okay. Be great. Get the whole band back together.
Yeah, let's take that, actually. Let's make that us.
Yeah. I feel like Bryson DeChambeau is on a generational run of collabs on his channel right now.
Dude, it is so amazing all the different stuff that he's hitting right now.
I mean, if we even look just at his last 3 big collabs, Kevin Hart, who's pretty big time.
That's a
it was hilarious.
Collab, probably.
Yeah, little. Wow.
Little big time.
Then, and I like that he was just his caddy. He wasn't out there trying to break 50 with him or anything. He was just like yelling at him, making him do push-ups and like throwing golf clubs. Bryson's like putting his own club in the bag, and Kevin Hart's like freaking out on him because he's taking his job.
That's when he would do the
push-ups. Sign stuff.
Yeah.
That's when he would do push-ups.
Give some words of advice.
Then next, Steph Curry, who's actually a very good golfer. And did you guys see on one of the holes, Steph Curry actually outdrove Bryson?
Yeah, I saw that. That was insane.
Distance and accuracy.
That is, I mean, as we know, Bryson DeChambeau is one of the longest drivers of the ball in all of professional golf. And Steph Curry just steps up and outpipes him. Like,
right.
That, oh.
He couldn't believe it either. He was like, no, that's not me. That's not me. That's not me. Oh,
I mean, like that feeling we get when you like, the longest ball in your group around your buddies. You're like, put my plaque on the wall.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like,
and now your buddy's Bryson DeChambeau.
Yes.
I will say though, to start off a break 50 with 5 twos.
5 twos is crazy.
4 eagles, 1 birdie, and one of them, Bryson chipped it in from about 75 yards, I'd say. I don't know. I don't remember the actual distance, but in that span of 5 holes, one of them was a hole out.
Do we think Steph Curry is going to launch a golf channel after, like, post-basketball career?
Oh, yeah.
1,000%.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way it's not happening. Dude, his collabs.
So is this the first time that they've broke 50 with just a duo?
Yes.
Wow.
I mean, that's awesome. And Curry was hitting, Curry got the self birdie on that long drive.
There has been a little bit of, I'm not saying there's been controversy, but there's been some people who are questioning it. What would you find there, Jay?
This guy named Kip Henley, who's been a caddy for a bunch of different guys, most notably probably Vijay Singh.
Thank you.
Of those names. I think he's caddied for like 11 different golfers or something on tour. And he, I don't have the exact tweet in front of me, but something to the effect of, I'd rather gouge my eyes out with needles than watch this Bryson DeChambeau Steph Curry video, because nobody on a real golf course playing real rules could break 50 in a 2-man scramble.
But I love that he clarified. He's like, no, I didn't watch it.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is it's a bunch of BS. Yeah.
Which, I mean, and the rules are pretty
ridiculous.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
Take it away, Rich.
I was just going to say that's the most ridiculous take in the world, that you have something that's elevating the golf, that's bringing eyeballs to the golf. You got all these huge names, people, people that are huge Steph Curry fans. It's like, wait, he's playing golf? Let me go watch that. I never watched golf, but now I'm doing that. You got Kevin Hart, who doesn't even play golf at all, right? And so you got pulling those fans and all of these big names that he's pulling fans, and he's growing the sport. And you're going to say that you want to stab your eyes with needles rather than watch something that's growing the game?
Yeah, I actually have the tweet here, and I'll go ahead and read it verbatim. I guess I won't find out, because I'd rather have needles jabbed into my eyes than watch this. And then he said, I have no idea what rules they're playing to break 50. It's not happening on a legit golf course in a 2-man scramble. Now, meanwhile, on Instagram, pretty regularly, we see guys bringing in like a 39 at a scramble, which is insane.
Right?
To imagine.
I will say, I think it's pretty...
There's weights in the fish.
It is close to impossible if they're playing like from the tips.
Well,
But
yeah.
playing from the red tees, 100%.
Right, but he didn't know that because he would never watch the video.
Yeah.
Well, because he didn't want to risk the needles being jabbed square into his eyeballs.
I'm with you though, Rich. I mean, it's 100% growing the game. I think Steph Curry legitimately is probably in like the top 5 most famous current playing athletes, especially when you take into account how international the NBA is, and he's easily the 2nd most famous NBA player. So that's huge. And we talked about Steph Curry doing his golf channel.
It's gonna happen.
Imagine the Steph Curry LeBron video, opening video on the channel.
Now, I love this third collab that kind of came out of nowhere. We didn't get a full-length video, didn't hit all of Bryson's long-form YouTube, but we did see a few shorts. The one and only Chit, which, I mean, this is the collab we all needed.
Oh, man, this guy's a legend.
Bryson, DeChambeau, and Chit. I also love that Chit was standing on the tee box already, and Bryson was like going to play through for this scene. And Chit was holding a golf club because he had the tee box. The golf club just happened to have Jumbo Max grips and clearly be a Bryson DeChambeau club that he was already holding. If you've got an eye for detail, you'll notice that Bryson does play the Jumbo Max XLs. Yeah, that's clear and obvious.
Do you know what was kind of funny? Seeing his version, that the way he did it, and then the version of Bryson's video and the way Bryson's editor edits compared to his. If you notice the subtle difference, like his are barely any cuts, barely any.
Yeah,
sketch comedy. You know,
totally.
And then you have Bryson.
Room to breathe.
Yeah,
you could tell Bryson is not up to what he is when it comes to acting.
Yeah,
because you could just tell as soon as the video starts, like his acting compared to him, it's whole mumble jumbled, and it's just a great couple videos.
Well, I imagine.
You mean to tell me that the insanely great golfer is not an actor?
Well, and also it's got to be tough to share a stage with probably one of our generation's most premier actors and a character role players, Chit.
Leo, Denzel, Chit. That's my 3.
Yeah, Leo, Denzel, and Chit. Look at Mount Rushmore, set in stone.
Do you know 2 collabs I need to see? Bryson DeChambeau and Davies, and then Chit and Davies.
Oh, Chit and Davies.
Wow.
The studio might burn down if we get Chit and
if
Davies.
you got the 3 of those guys together, that's unstoppable.
Bobby Riz just did a huge thing with the with Justice. Riz. What is it? Big Justice and Big AJ?
It's just AJ.
AJ and Big Justice?
Yeah.
Which one's the big?
Big
the
Justice.
Dad?
Yeah.
No. The dad is just AJ. The kid is Big Justice.
Okay. For such massive fandom you have, I thought, you have a little more clarified.
I had Bobby Riz right. So matters.
Yeah.
Any guesses on who's next for the Bryson channel? I don't know who's left.
Jordan.
Ooh.
It was a big moment in time when Tiger Woods did his first. I think he did with like Foreplay or something, but it was like Tiger Woods is doing YouTube golf. And it was just like, wow, like who would have thought? Michael Jordan's one of those guys that it's kind of to me on the list of like, I don't see him accepting those offers. So that would be.
Could you imagine
gigantic.
though if the GOAT did a break 50 with him?
Oh,
I feel like LeBron would be completely open to doing that.
I doubt it.
Has he ever done with Charles Barkley, Bryson?
No. But I would like to see, and it
break 80.
It probably will never happen, but I would love to see a break 50 with him and Scotty.
Which Scotty?
Scheffler.
Pippen? Oh, I don't know. Scotty, that would break 40.
Yeah. Imagine. He should just keep getting lower now that he's gotten 50, because that's what like the Foreplay guys did, right? They did break 100, 90, 80. Now he's got to go to 40.
Just whittle it down to
Is 40 even
all
possible?
hole-in-ones.
40 can be possible, right?
No.
Oh, never mind.
I don't know.
Because the amount of eagles you need for
They're playing from the
Technically,
red.
18
They're playing
could
from
be
the
possible, right?
Yeah, they're playing from the red tees. So like depending on the course,
you need, well, for breaking 50, I think you needed like 8 eagles.
really.
Yeah.
So what if you move them up? What if instead of starting at the ladies' tees, you start like when like the little kids play golf
like
and
the
they start in the
juniors'
fairway?
tees?
Yeah.
That's just a chip and putt course then.
Yeah, I'm tuning in.
Yep.
Depending on who
Well,
the
I mean, that's
collab's
kind of
with.
like when Grant Horvat and Bob from Bob Does Sports. Bob starts from the greens and he started from the tees.
Which is crazy.
The farthest point, yeah.
And Grant won.
Well, do you know Grant the day before, he was with the groundskeeper and he placed all the pins.
Oh, that was great. It was so good.
He is,
But I mean, still, it doesn't matter.
he's been studying under, Phil Mickelson and then all that. So I can imagine like we're going to see this evolution of like what turns into be diabolical Grant. You know what I mean? Just over time.
The nicest person in the world
Yeah.
to diabolical.
Yeah.
As soon as he starts growing facial hair, it's over.
Oh.
Everyone's done.
The Grant goatee. Oh, I'm totally here for it.
Grant Horvat?
Grant Horvat. I don't know. Next collab, Michael Jordan would be great. I don't know if it's happening or not.
I'm just trying to think off the top of my head anybody that was at American Century that was really good.
Yeah.
Blake Griffin, Austin
Reeves.
That'd
It'd be fun to watch.
Couple of your buddies together.
Oh yeah, we've fist bumped
Has
two or three
he done
times.
Baker yet? Or Johnny Manziel?
Oh, Johnny Manziel would be amazing.
I don't know who that is.
You don't know Money Man? Oh wow.
It's all right, Rich. It's all right.
Cool.
Anybody else you think he's cool?
I don't know, George Strait. Like I don't know. Like
Who's that?
some real heavy
Oh,
hitters out there.
Biebs.
Oh. You know what? That's the greatest guess yet today.
I like that.
A Justin Bieber, Bryson DeChambeau collab.
It breaks the internet, but they don't break 50.
No.
Females should be going crazy over that video.
It's like Taylor Swift out there.
I found out Bryson DeChambeau has like edits that are like on girls For You page, like one of those like thirst trap edits.
Really?
Yeah, and it's always starts with those the scene in Happy Gilmore when he's doing the thing with Rory.
Yeah.
It always starts with that, and then it just thirst trap, and I'm like, why is this on your For You page?
They should
And
be using the Salty Balls video for the intro.
You'd think, or at least the fantastic audio.
Yeah, exactly.
Just to really get everybody going. Hey, the salty balls. Yeah. Wow.
just
beat
one.
drops.
I got excited for a second when I saw golf on the Fiancée's For You page, and I realized what it was. I'm like, oh,
Bryson DeChambeau thirst traps. You swipe now.
Get out of there.
Yeah. So we got this huge fight.
At least he's
Didn't swipe
American.
fast enough. Yeah.
Could have been Rory.
Wow. I don't know where else to go after this, guys. I've nowhere.
We have derailed.
Yeah. Well, then let's just derail all the way off of this crazy train we've been on. Gentlemen, that's all I got. Hopefully you don't have anything else because Bryson DeChambeau himself has worn me out. That's it. We're done?
yeah.
All right, fine. Well, that's it for this week's absolute wild edition of the Dance Golf World Show, brought to you by the one and only Sports Illustrated.
170 days to the Masters.